The most exciting 2 minutes in sports, the Kentucky Derby 2025. We're getting closer, and today it's the highly anticipated, often duplicated, never replicated top 12. We narrow down the contenders to the top 12, the Dirty Dozen. We're going to find out who's eliminated, who's a win contender, exotic and trifecta contenders. Now remember, we still got post position and whether to be determined, but what I like to do is start to narrow down who I'm going to consider in doubles and in exactas and trifectas, maybe even a pick 5 type ticket, as we need to start to factor in who can actually get the 10 furlongs the first Saturday in May. The speed figure analysis and progression video is up. Make sure to watch that as part of our Kentucky Derby handicapping series. There is a spreadsheet to go along with that. Now with top 12 contenders, remember, we can't bet them all. I know some people like to pick 7, 8, 9 horses and box 7, 8, 9 horses. I do not do that. I try to narrow the field down. I try to get it down to 2 or 3 win contenders. I will be having those in my Triple Crown prospectus. If you want to sign up for that, in the description, that'll be coming out Monday. We'll have our Derby preview show after the post positions are drawn on Monday as well. But remember, one of the things people try to determine is there's win contenders, and then there's exacta and trifecta contenders, and then there's kind of just extreme long shots. So of these 12, these are the 12 that I think have the best chance of winning the race. These are the 12 that most likely could win. Now, all 12 of these ain't going to run in the top 12. Some are going to run very badly. Some speed horses, they really only have 2 ways to go. They either finish top 2 or they finish near the back of the pack. But let's start off. We go to Arkansas. The Arkansas Derby. Enter the Sandman. The big gray comes from off the pace. Now, Sandman, he's by Tappet. He's got a good pedigree and he's got a good load of racing experience. I don't think he needs to be a long-fused closer. Jose Ortiz rides for the second time on Sandman, and we should get some good pace in this race for Sandman to make his late run. We've got Citizen Bull and Neoquos with good speed, Rodriguez and East Avenue also with other speed points on the Quirin scale. Burnham Square came from behind in the Bluegrass. Ian Wilkes is the trainer. He also won the Holy Bull. He had a big maiden win at Gulfstream Park, but the Bluegrass, he ran more distance than anybody else in the race, came closing late, seems to be holding good form for Burnham Square for Brian Hernandez, who goes for 2 Kentucky Derby wins in a row. Tistastic won the Louisiana Derby. Steve Asmussen 0 for 26 in the Kentucky Derby. They would like a fast pace. They changed his running style for the Louisiana Derby. Joel Rosario rides. He's got a Kentucky Derby win with Orb. Tistastic wearing the purple silks, coming late down the lane. Now, Journalism, your most likely Kentucky Derby favorite. A 3-time stakes winner, 4 straight wins. This will be his first race outside California. Faces grade 1 level field here. Bigger field. Umberto Rispoli will be the jockey. Journalism, I think he'll sit around 8th or 9th. I don't think he's as deep of a closer as other people do think. And another horse to consider is Rodriguez, wearing the fighting silks of blue and gold. Of course, he won the Wood Memorial. The track was kind of rail biased that day, according to Thorograph and Ragazin. And Rodriguez took advantage of an aggressive ride with Mike Smith. I think he's a need-to-lead type. Both of his wins have been wire-to-wire for Rodriguez, who I think wants an outside post. 14 through 20 would do good for Rodriguez. Now, Tappan Street, the Florida Derby winner, he ran 2nd in the Fountain of Youth. He's, in the Holy Bull. Now, Luis Saez seems to ride him well. I like the fact that he got the jump on Sovereignty in the Florida Derby. He won at 7 furlongs. He didn't break his maiden until late December. So with only 3 lifetime starts, coming off a win in the Florida Derby, but I think he can sit 7th, 8th, 9th at that 6 furlong mark and start to pass some horses for trainer Brad Cox. Sovereignty, let's go back to his Street Sense race. He won this race at Churchill Downs. Could be a horse for course. He was a maiden coming into the Street Sense, a wide move. Every single race, he seems to be running well late. He just seems to be the type of horse that'll get the 10 furlongs. Now, he is by Into Mischief. His dosage is a little bit high, but he doesn't really have a lot of those speed tendencies of some of the Into Mischiefs. Has looked good on the Churchill track, and Sovereignty goes back to his main jockey in Junior Alvarado here in Kentucky. Cole Battle, a 4-time stakes winner. He won the Rebel. He won the Smarty Jones. He won the Springboard Mile. He comes off the pace. He made a mid-race move in the Webble, chasing down the speed of that race, Matticat Road. Cole Battle, you know, his speed figures need to improve a little bit, but his running style is good. Lonnie Briley calling the shots in his first Kentucky Derby horse, so we'll see what Cole Battle can do here, wearing the orange and yellow silks. Grande for Todd Pletcher. Todd Pletcher, of course, the all-time leading trainer in Kentucky Derby with starters. He's only got a couple of wins. Now, he interestingly got a faster Thorograph number than the winner of the Wood Memorial in Rodriguez. Grande was wide on the first turn. He was wide down the stretch. I thought he came running late. He's only got 3 races, did not run as a 2-year-old. Horses who don't run as a 2-year-old are 3 for 74 in the Kentucky Derby. Grande, I think he would like a mid-pack post as well. And John Velasquez rides here in Louisville for the first time. We'll see what Grande can do with a mid-pack type trip and a nice 9 furlong win in an allowance race at Gulfstream Park. American Promise, he's your Virginia Derby winner. The coach, D. Wayne Lucas, sends him out. 50 lifetime starts. He's got 4 Kentucky Derby wins. American Promise by Justify, 17 hands, over 1,100 pounds. American Promise with a big 7 furlong workout to get ready for this race. I think he wants to be near the lead. Both his wins have been wire to wire. He did win on a sloppy track at Oaklawn Park. Now, blinkers and speed, we've got East Avenue, Owen Almighty, American Promise, Built, Neoquos, and Beza. Usually when you get that many horses with blinkers and some speed, you do get a faster pace. American Promise does have a couple of races at Churchill Downs. Now, Luxor Cafe, he's a double qualifier in the final fractions theory, fast final 8th, 3/8. He's got some mile and 1/8 racing experience. Japan runners are bred and trained for distance races. Luxor Cafe with a fast final 3/8 gets the Magic Man jockey on him here for Kentucky. He did arrive late to Churchill Downs. Final Gambit, the final contender. He is a closer. He'll be running late. You know, a big win in the Jeff Ruby Stakes, fast final fractions, double qualifier, good dosage. The Axeman, Luan Machado, going to try to transfer that form to dirt here in the Kentucky Derby. Now, long shots. Admire Daytona. I don't like that hard race in the UAE Derby. The time was slow that day. Citizen Bull faces other speed. He ran 4th in the Santa Anita Derby. Usually horses that run out of the money in their final prep don't do well. By Asa, he's not in the race yet, but he did lose to Journalism on the fair and square. Publisher, a closer. He's still a maiden for trainer Steve Asmussen. East Avenue faces other speed in this race. Now, distance and form issues. I just don't think Built, Neoquos, Flying Mohawk, and Owen Almighty are going to like the 10 furlongs. They face other speed. Their pedigree just doesn't seem suited for the 10 furlongs of the Kentucky Derby. Exacta and Trifecta long shots to start looking at. Grande, Burnham Square, Luxor Cafe, Publisher, American Promise, and Tappan Street. Those horses all going to be over 10-1 and definitely contenders for some of the exotic wagers. We'll go over more of those next week. Now, handicapping videos are up. We've got speed figures, pace analysis, running style, GPS data, the John White strike system. Make sure to watch those videos. Post positions drawn on Saturday. We'll have a post position video Saturday night. The Pedigree Show with Jessica Tugwell, April 29th. Our handicapping show on May 1st. And the Kentucky Oaks and Kentucky Derby the first Friday and Saturday in May. Kentucky Derby Pedigree Show with Jessica Tugwell. Make sure to get your questions in for that. She is a national pedigree analysis. She analyzes the sales and Kentucky Derby runners. Triple Crown Prospectus. I will be doing a final spreadsheet. If you want to get that, everything in one nice sheet, make sure to sign up for either the Triple Crown Prospectus or the handicapping picks for the Kentucky Derby. More information coming out next week on that. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's the Kentucky Derby, free racing picks for the Oaks and Derby, a link in the description, and also to get access to the final Kentucky Derby spreadsheet. Make sure to sign up once and you're good to go. If you're already signed up, you should be set to go. D. Wayne Lucas always says people have opinions, horses have the facts.